so hard, an alliance slowly forming like a boner in my heart. So if you wanna fucking friend me, better give me all you got. No, I don't take this lightly, cause it's heavy, heavy friendly.
There is an eagle flying. Yeah!
Hi, everybody. It's another Heavy Friending day, and it's another Heavy Friending podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Joe Barlow.
And I'm Laura Lee Bishop, Joe's best friend.
Thanks for tuning in.
He's not my best friend, but I'm his, and I'm honored by that. So thank you.
And there's a lot of warmth in the room. It's summertime. I guess technically it is summertime.
Yeah. It's
Even
still
though the kids
August.
are back with their little backpacks filled to the brim with school supplies, notebooks, and of course,
I don't like when you talk
textbooks.
about children, and it makes me uncomfortable. So if you
That's
could just-
important to establish. We're setting the scene. And
Setting
then
boundaries.
We're going to set boundaries. So we have a very good show. This is a podcast about friendship. It's about Laura and I's friendship, but occasionally we bring in people to join this orgy of
Well, it's not an
friendship.
orgy because it's just two of us,
Well,
usually.
is
So we bring in
three
a third.
So that's not an orgy?
I would say that's a threesome. Once you get
When
to
does
four,
it get? Oh, 4?
I'd say once 4 and up, we're going
Okay,
orgy.
and we have an expert on this. He'll tell us all about this.
Yes.
His name is weird because it's just 2 letters and then a last name. And that name is M.K. Paulsen. Hello.
Idiot with the acronym over here.
I don't know what the letters stand for.
Marcus Kyle.
Yeah, good
Because
job.
right before you got here, I texted him. I'm like, "What's his name?" Because on your Instagram it just says MK.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe.
Oh, did you
it was-
text me?
Yeah, I thought it was. I needed to know. Like it was like Matt. But then when you came in and you said MK, I
Yeah,
figured it out.
I get a lot.
So,
People don't think Marcus; they think Michael, or they're expecting a Matt.
Michael Keaton.
I'm
Michael
glad
Keaton,
you did
yeah.
MK because it's kind of cool and
Yeah.
unique.
It's a little diff, I love it. A little diff.
I
different.
love
Diff.
abbreviating.
I love an abbrev.
Woes.
I love an
You're
abbrev.
so LA.
I'm so.
You are.
You got this long.
I'm long hair.
Lustrous
I
hair.
Gave up. I quit.
Oh.
I still try in entertainment, but everything else I've quit.
Have you become, and no, nothing against LA people, but there's a stereotype that they're all shallow.
Yeah.
Have you become more shallow? Because you were shallow for years.
That's a very good point, Joe. I in my head I haven't, but then I come back and I feel like I'm more judgmental, and I'm like, for sure, even more shallow.
Yeah, don't
So-
look at my socks right now. Because I even
I
felt
did.
bad. Oh, I did.
I
What is
did.
your
As
song?
soon as I didn't even
Well,
need to
You
look
can't
down.
say that and then not.
It's sort of a, I don't know, I feel like they're like
Oh, I
golfers.
think it's cool.
Is it? I don't know.
Well, there's also this whole LA style.
Laura disagrees.
If it was like he was being purposely ironic with his socks, or like there was some point to it, but it's not, is it, Joe?
Well, it's really, I don't want to waste, because I
Exactly.
haven't showered today, so I don't
Nice.
want to waste good short socks, which is
Yeah,
what I would
yeah.
usually wear with shorts.
Okay.
You know, a short
Mm-hmm.
length sock. And I don't want to waste those. So I'm
Right.
going to go home, take these off, put them in the laundry, and then put on my socks for the day.
Okay. So you're
really
not even
weird,
wearing your
but-
good socks at a podcast.
Hey, who else, you know?
To
Who,
for
right.
your friends
Yeah.
that you're going to see.
Why would you? You? This is amongst friends. I mean, Laura,
what?
you look like you could paint a shed in that outfit, right?
I kind
Don't
of agree
high
with Joe.
five
I kind of agree with Joe.
Don't
Right?
high five him.
But you could.
Yeah, I could.
It's weekend.
I haven't
you know.
showered today either.
Exactly.
Hey,
Your hair's
have
shiny.
not showered
Oh, you
either.
haven't?
No, I
I was
did.
going to say, he looks
He's like,
really...
hasn't showered in weeks.
This is LA.
I
Haven't
gave up.
showered.
Yeah. I haven't. Look at my neck. I need to shave so bad. Well, I guess you do too.
Don't.
He always.
I do love the audio medium, though. People can just imagine how bad I look as opposed to actually seeing how bad.
How
It's a
seeing how bad you
gremlin over here. What did it go?
Yeah, why is it darker in my corner? MK, since I last saw you,
Yeah.
actually, I don't think since I last saw you, but certainly since you've appeared with me publicly.
Yeah.
Let me think of how
And
to
I do
phrase
think the
this.
last
Yeah,
time we
please
hung
work
out, you
on
did
that.
stand up.
Okay, we need to
Oh,
talk
that's
about
right.
that.
And we were on the same team.
Yeah.
We need to talk about that.
And
Tell
I
me
thought you
about
were
it.
great. And you were
Thank you.
were very nervous.
They asked me to do the show again. And I said yes, and then they never followed up. So, I don't know if it was a ringing endorsement of my skills, but it was very fun. That was a good time.
That was fun.
But I was going to say they made that recurring joke at that fantastic show, Low End Inside.
Yeah.
And it's now I think it's Pat Dean and Nick Severino.
Oh yeah, Pat and Nick.
But it used to be Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron left. Aaron moved to LA. He's joining me.
You're sucking them all up.
Pat was on the podcast.
And Pat's been on the show.
Pat's been on the Patcast.
The Patcast. But I was going to say their recurring joke for you, they would introduce you multiple times. And it was that you were on this show.
Yeah, I was on a TV show on Amazon Prime called Inside Jokes.
Why are you laughing?
It's a docuseries about stand-up. I mean, it was very well done. We were very grateful, and it was a fun. But I don't know. I mean, I think it had like a very niche. Like some people watched it that were really into stand-up, but I don't know that it had like this big, ultra across-the-board appeal.
Well, I don't even know. Like, because you can't really compare numbers anymore. You don't know how many people watch Netflix versus like Amazon versus, and you let alone even like break down the numbers of individual shows. So I have no idea.
Amazon
but the cool
and
thing
Netflix
is like anyone could watch that theoretically. Who has
it's
Amazon.
up right now. It'll be up forever theoretically, I suppose.
So you support Amazon and their business practices.
They did pay my bills for a hot minute, so I'll allow it.
Nice. So how many people were on this show, or what is the show?
So the show is about, there's this big comedy festival every summer called Just for Laughs, and every year they have a showcase called New Faces, and it's a really big deal to get on New Faces. People people would get sitcoms like based on this like showcase in the 90s and early 2000s, and people would get spots on SNL and things like that. So there's still a little bit of that goes on, but it's just a big deal and a big credit and a big feather in your hat to get the festival. And they were following 7 of us as we were going through the audition process. And me and my roommate, who I now have a podcast with, were 2 of the people that they followed. So, and we had fun roommate friending stories.
Were you competitive? I mean, did you want?
I mean, it wasn't like a reality. Who's
better, you or your roommate?
I mean, I feel like I have to say myself but I will say Simon is my roommate. He's my best friend and also my favorite comedian. So
you're
truly
technically your own favorite comedian. Though,
I think I have to say myself just as a vote of confidence for me. But
to break it down, he's your favorite comedian. So you would think he's the best. You think you're better than him. So you technically think you're the best comedian in the world. Okay, great. I just wanted to. You've heard it here.
Well,
it is weird. Well, if you're like running for president, are you going to say you're not going to vote for yourself?
I mean, yeah.
That's the only person I'm voting for.
I just wanted to clarify. That's all.
Yeah.
It all goes back to where you stuck that sticker. Okay, and now it's coming back to haunt you.
We got some pre-show callbacks.
We got off-mic conversations not making sense.
I gave MK a sticker, and he put it in the bottom corner of his notebook, and I want him to put it in the center of his notebook. Yeah. Speaking of his notebook, we were going to read a selection.
He's got it. Okay, so he's this
got
big
a serial
fat
killer.
Wet. It's sopping wet.
It is wet. It's so hot in Austin. That is why it's wet. This is not normal. I'm scared of what you're going to find.
Okay, describe this.
Don't pick a page.
I am a true insane person, and I write. I have a notebook. I have a very specific kind of notebook that I like to have. It's a woven notebook. It's not even, there's no metal in it.
Okay.
And I use graph paper, and it's full sheet pages, and I write on each line of the graph paper. So it ends up looking like a serial killer manifesto. It's also kind of part scrapbook because other things make it in the notebook as well. And then I do a lot of stream of consciousness writing, and it looks like Joe's found something he wants to read.
Well, we should take a picture of this because it is so full of words. I had just assumed maybe there'd be bullet points but it looks like you just write things out entirally.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just read. I haven't read this full
Please
sentence.
make sure. And I have to say everything. Anyway, all right.
You got to let it happen.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
This is fun. I'm on the dating apps and juggling people like a small business. How do people have time for
Don't
this?
read it like it's stand up.
Don't read it like it's don't read it at all.
but
what's the
Just
deal?
put it down.
I do feel like you can understand, like, obviously,
cadence.
yeah, you would sort of.
Did I put ... I usually
Flesh
do
it
that.
out.
Like there's
No,
a
I don't think it's on
if
that
it
one.
needs a pause, a pregnant pause.
But here, I think this is like a set list.
yeah, there's some set
This
lists.
says JFL. Speaking of Just for Laughs.
Oh yeah, that might have been when
This
I was
is
auditioning.
4/14/19.
Oh,
That
that was
callback.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, you got a callback.
So we
okay.
got very busy top,
very busy talk.
and we got volume of hair.
Those are some of my best jokes, by the way.
Love a
You
penis.
want to give us a very busy top?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is my favorite joke, and it doesn't always work. I have to preface this:
And it's
I'm
not
a
a-
gay.
it's not a-
I'm a gay. He's a gay on the podcast.
I was literally going to
I love-
ask
Should have
you.
warned listeners at
I
the
was literally
beginning.
going to ask you if that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Most people would assume a blouse.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Very, I always
love
do
a
joke.
top, too.
I literally wear dumb shirts. Like I'm stuck wearing dumb shirts because of this joke, but it's like I'm gay and I got a lot going on. You might say I'm a little like this shirt I'm wearing, a very busy top.
It's great. It's great. That's gold.
But
I love it.
I did that joke in suburban Phoenix.
Well, come
and
on.
It's just like crickets.
Oh.
I've never heard a joke not like usually there's some sort of chatter.
Yeah.
Of something that there was complete silence. So
Well, and you have a fun energy on stage.
Yeah.
So I would give that to you as an audience member, even
thank
if.
you.
But I mean, what is that like being a gay comedian?
A gay
who
comedian?
isn't necessarily doing stand up all the time in queer friendly spots because
It is-
bros love comedy, man.
I've thought about this too much in my life, and but I did have this. I do worry. I don't know. There's something that seems like a little self-loathing if I'm like, well, I need to write more relatable material that's not all about being gay because I do truly love a gay joke. I mean, I love it's.
Yeah.
I love a dick joke. I
Of
love.
course. That's
one of my
my
favorite
go-to.
jokes right now is I've gotten kicked out of several museums because I keep sucking all the dicks on the statues, and I think it's so.
That's
funny.
why a lot of
Hard
them
to
are
get in.
off.
Yeah.
You see a lot
Why
of them that
didn't
like
they
fell off.
me in
Yeah.
Scottsdale?
It's hard to get in there though. They're so tiny on
Yeah.
those statues.
That's true.
It's like,
Well, you can fit more.
yeah, there you go. See?
Wow. This is riffing. This is what we call
A
riffing.
riff.
It's like jazz.
I have a question for you. I don't know. Is this insensitive? And you can tell me because we're friends here.
Yeah.
I'm scared to ask it. But
Ask it,
are
Joe.
you considered because you're a large man? You have a lot of volume of
here
hair.
we go.
Yeah.
What?
I know what you're going to ask.
What do you think I'm going to ask?
Go ahead.
No, you say it. Are you
You're trying to
considered?
categorize him.
No, I'm just asking. Are you considered like a bear?
Oh, I don't know if I'm.
Otter.
I don't think I.
What's an otter?
It's like a less bear, right?
I generally think.
But
of,
you're
cub?
so tall. You're tall? You're like what?
Yeah, I'm 6'5".
6'5".
6'5".
oh yeah.
Blonde hair down my
Oh
back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Holding a surfboard.
Real
I've never
tight.
touched a surfboard.
You should go. You should do a photo shoot.
Yeah, just the fakest. I don't think I'm a bear.
And
because
that's not insensitive.
No,
yeah?
it's not insensitive.
Okay.
I don't
'Cause we're
I mean,
friends.
the bears are doing great.
Okay.
I would be lucky to be considered a bear.
I wish.
I don't think I'm a bear. I think I'm still maybe not quite hairy enough.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I guess I am. I don't know.
I'm
But then I think I
sure-
need more of a belly. I don't really have a
Oh yeah,
big-
you're
so
a,
you just
you're
got to work your way up to it.
Yeah,
you know?
I could be a bear.
So you're
for
like a little
sure.
cub now.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I
don't
think
know. I
cubs
don't know
are
what
little.
Cubs are a little
You're a-
hairier.
And otters are, I could maybe be an otter, but otters are more like thin, hairy guys, and I'm not really thin.
Isn't there a wolf?
I could maybe be like that.
I think you can be whatever you want.
What do you
Thank
think
you.
Joe would be?
Just in my
Straight
current
It'd be hard for him.
Straight up bottom.
Yeah.
That's bottom shaming.
Yeah,
But
don't do
you-
that.
Don't do that. Don't insult the bottoms by lumping Joe in.
My
there.
community.
Yeah, they wouldn't have you.
No.
I do. No, I would say, what would Joe? You would be more of an otter.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not hairy though.
Yeah.
My chest is I really just have nipple eyelashes, sort of where they blink.
He also has pepperoni nips.
That's not
nips.
true. I don't think that's true.
Okay.
Some people have said that, but
I haven't seen 'em
I think
yet,
a
so-
small pepperoni maybe.
Small pep.
Yeah. Tasty nonetheless.
It's just, I don't know why it always comes back to me.
Well, you asked. I just wanted to know.
I guess that's true. It's I put myself in that situation.
Yeah, you did. Okay, we're going to take a break.
Yeah.
And when we come back, we're really going to get into more just the types of animals within the gay community and
subdivisions of bears. There are a lot of subdivisions of bears we can get into. Yeah,
fantastic.
There's like polar bears.
You know what it is. Come on, polar bear. What do you think?
Is that a older gent?
Yeah, white hair,
white,
kind of bigger. Yeah.
Okay, great.
All right, well that covers it.
Polar bears.
That's the one subdivision. There are more, but we can wait till after the break.
We have so much to talk about.
All right, we'll be right back. Hi, Heavy Frienders. We're back from break. Joe just told me what to do.
Demanded.
Yeah, demanded to me. And it's...
The future is female.
I'm tired of it.
And that's why I think it's great. I gave her the opportunity.
And then you turned your head from me and sipped your glass. Like,
I do it off mic so you don't hear the guzzling.
You're disgusting to me. We're back from break, and now I'm agitated.
Magitated?
Yeah.
She said magitated.
It's where I'm mad and agitated.
We have a healthy relationship.
Yeah. It seems like it. I'm so excited.
We do, though, because we express ourselves to each other.
I'm sad I didn't get to do any of the outings with you guys when you were.
Man. We did a bunch of things. Yeah, we did a road trip.
Oh, we went to, it's almost the anniversary, we went to a haunted house.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
And we had to stand real close to each other because we were mic'd up. Yeah.
Wow.
Through the haunted
Did you have
house.
like the headpieces or did you have the...
We just had...
Love
yeah.
And
it was connected, so we couldn't. It was in a totally dark room, and we couldn't stray far from each other because we were connected by a cord. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, and it worked for a podcast because we couldn't see anything.
Yeah, it was completely dark. Pitch
our
black.
listeners can't see, so it was.
Were you just like
frightening,
whimpering? Just
a lot of screaming.
Yeah,
but the people that worked in there were very loquacious, so we got a lot of their
fun. Yeah, there were some fun people.
Did you interview them afterwards?
No, we didn't want to speak to them.
What brought you here? What got you to this point?
Yeah, tell us about your life.
Yeah.
Do you consider this a high point?
Yeah, as an artist, what's your motivation for scaring people?
Tell us about. Is your character with us right now? Could I speak to scary, bloody face? But speaking of
scary, bloody faces,
friends and
scary, bloody
no,
he's like my mom.
Yeah,
she's.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
I don't like the insinuation.
Never seen
because
her.
I don't understand what it means.
Yep.
This was another off mic conversation that we
so
had.
many off mic,
and it was about a friendship. It was about man's best friend.
Man's best friend. That's
dogs.
True. Yeah.
Because you like dogs, you said, but you pretend.
Well, I have a list of dogs I like, and I have a list of my friends' dogs that I don't like. And
is it in
never
that
shall
journal?
they know who's on what list?
Oh, you won't say that now.
I won't say it publicly, but I will say the ones I do like.
Okay.
And,
and then they can figure it out from there.
I mean, in general, do you like a big dog or a... I mean, it seems like you would like a big dog.
He likes a big dog.
I mean...
That's another
Did we
category.
say dog? I thought I heard dog, because that is true. No, I like a medium-sized dog. I like
like a schnauzer?
What's a
I mean, I'm open to big dogs. I like a medium dog. Tiny dog, little. I mean, I guess they're great, but I don't know. My friend, so my piano teacher, we didn't even talk about this. You're a musician, and I'm taking piano lessons.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I love it. I'm trying to write musical
idea.
comedy stuff, and it's like musical comedy is so hard not to make it feel. One, it's hard just to play an instrument. Two, it's hard to add comedy to it. Three, it's hard to add it in a way that doesn't feel hack. Like there's some, if you have
I feel like my music is musical comedy, kind of. It's not very serious.
I think your music is almost too good to be comedy.
Yeah.
Wow, Joe. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'm not mad at you anymore.
I'm back. No, but I honestly do think that. I feel like there is that sweet spot. You don't want the singer of a musical song to be like too good. You know what I mean? You don't want the production to be too good.
I get it.
Like Weird Al, he's fine. You know, he's not like super musician.
Yeah.
Well, he's a super musician, though. He's just not a good singer, right? He's really good at music.
Yeah, we guess he's good at, and certainly, I'm not saying he's not
I think
talented.
you're just
I'm
saying he's ugly.
You wouldn't
right?
want. No,
Is that
I'm
what
saying
it is?
I'm saying what you want out of a comedy song is not what you want out of a pop.
Have you
song.
written a comedy song yet?
I've tried a few, and one was called, well, I wrote it, I should say. So we got off on this tangent because my piano teacher has a really amazing dog named Jiminy that's a pug, and I love that dog a lot. But we have tried to work on some stuff together, and she is so good, and I am so bad. And but we did write a song called Men Are Canceled, and it was really fun.
Laura's nodding
Real true
vigorously.
to the time now. Yeah.
It was great. I think it's funny that we were singing it as a duet, and I'm a man. I just think.
Well, I mean, but there's a camaraderie there between.
What was one of the lines was men are canceled, men are done. Put them on a rocket ship and launch them into the sun.
There you go. How does that make you feel?
I like the wordplay and
The
the
imagery.
rhyme scheme is fantastic.
Yeah.
I hope people see what it is. It's a very funny, humorous song.
And nobody
It's a
takes
total
it
joke.
too seriously.
Joe's written some songs too.
Oh, I've written some songs. Yeah, there's
Hot dog
there's a
song?
hot dog song.
Really?
It's more. I like songs where they tell a whole story.
Nice.
So the
A
hot
long-
dog song is
sometimes
like
a
you
long
find a hair
story.
in the hot dog, and then what happens?
What's the whole premise of the hot dog song? You just like a hot dog?
No, it's you find a hair on a hot dog,
Okay.
and you're like, oh my god, this hot dog, and then it's a happy ending.
It hit really close to home to me because when
Yeah.
I was in college, we used to get hot dogs from this cart outside of our dorm, and we would get sauerkraut on them. And one night, I got a hot dog with sauerkraut, and the man who gave it to me had a big, long, bushy beard, real long, white hairs, and there were hairs all in my sauerkraut.
See?
And I was pulling them out of my mouth. Continued to eat it.
and I think music needs to have a universal message.
yeah, it touched me.
And people relate
funny.
to music.
I totally got
and they
it.
experience it in their own way. But everyone's had a hair, whether it's a hot dog or a quote hot dog.
Mm-hmm.
What does that represent to you? Maybe it was potato salad.
Yeah.
Right. And maybe instead of a beard hair, it was a pubic hair.
Yeah.
It could be a lot of different
It
things.
could be.
So,
It could be a long
blonde.
sort of golden.
But you wouldn't throw this out.
I had the worst hair I had in
You'd
food.
tape it inside your notebook.
Yeah,
That's
I
what you
would
do.
like a crazy person.
You do. I mean,
It is
it's
insane.
Be honest.
frightening.
Do you have any hair in there taped anywhere?
Probably.
Let's be
No,
real.
not tape, not
Yeah.
intentionally.
Okay.
But I will say I use a lot of Scotch tape, and sometimes hair gets like underneath. It's so gross to me.
Oh, it's
but I
gross,
like. I'm
but you
like,
kinda
I'm not
like
going to
it.
rip it out because then it'd ruin the paper. So there's just a piece of anyway.
That's what he
Hair
tells
in
the
the
Yeah, it's
judge.
an accident.
The
yeah.
judge.
He's like, I don't know how that hair got there, Your Honor.
I swear it's not Joe's. All right.
But the worst food I had hair in, it was scrambled eggs. Because it was all like
Okay.
woven through the eggs and
Yeah,
it was cooked
that's like-
together
man.
and
Yeah,
That's-
those egg curds are like
egg curds.
wrapped in with the hair.
Yeah,
That's
it was real in there because I tried to just pull it out, but it was
But
a
it was
decent
in-
length hair and it went through every particle
Yeah.
of egg.
It wasn't in your mouth yet, though, so that's good.
And
Nothing worse than when you're like,
no, it was in my mouth. That's how I
Oh,
found
Joe.
it. Because I bit it and then I was like,
I'm gonna be
just like kept coming like a clown.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Well, and
be-
then they were very nice. They gave me like a card to get a new sandwich. And
You're
I was
like,
like,
I don't want your
I'm never
hair
coming back
sandwich.
here.
Yeah.
I will never eat here. This is horrifying.
Have you ever? This is a really, I think, too telling about me, and I probably shouldn't. But comedy's
is
all
the
about
place.
being vulnerable,
Yeah.
right?
That's right. Open
Have
up.
you ever gotten something to eat and you saw hair, and it was like not in the food, but kind of just on it, and you're just like, I'm not going to worry about this, and you just take it
sure.
off and you just eat it.
I've had it inside of the food and taken
you
it out.
still eat it?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, what's odds? There's two hairs. Like,
I'm kind
Right.
of
I
not.
got rid
Yeah,
of
I'm
that
not
one.
an angel about hair in the food, unless the egg thing that does kind of gross me
It's-
out.
yeah,
Like if
like,
it's
there's no
cooked in
way to-
there,
yeah.
there's no way you're getting that out. But there's been my other hair story with food is I used to work at North Texas Premier Fried Chicken franchise, Chicken Express.
Oh,
And
wow.
I don't
Are
know
you
why
still
I
on the
say that.
payroll?
Yeah. I'm the spokesperson. Literally have no idea why I always talk about it, but I think it's funny that I worked at a fried chicken restaurant in high school. And one of the grossest things was people would come like at the end of the day and try to get like food right before we closed, and then we charge them. And one time somebody came, we gave them a bunch of food, and then we charged them just a little bit, whatever, because it's the end of the day and we're getting rid of the chicken at closing time or whatever. They circled the building, came back. They had pulled their own hair out, threw it in the chicken box, came to the window, was like, I want my money back. There's hair in my food. After we'd already given them like a discount. And yeah, it was really gross. But it was like a knot of hair.
There's a couple good life hacks in there, though. One is go to a restaurant right before it closes to get your discount on your food. Yeah. Okay. Second one, the hair trick. I mean, a couple good stories.
Your hair,
good
I mean,
in there.
is purple.
Yeah. I'm like, so whose hair is this?
Yeah,
who did this to me?
That purple-haired woman.
None of our employees have hair of that color.
But if you ever find
that's why I
somebody
keep
with
hair in
purple
my car
hair,
in your notebook.
All shades. Oops, I hit the table. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's like you've never done a podcast before.
Never.
It is.
Once.
And this is very rude. Oh, but dogs.
Oh yeah, back to dogs. The list of
Joe's
dogs
favorite.
I like.
Okay, so I had this thought this week.
Yeah.
And I was like, why? Because people at work will bring in dogs and they're like, oh, I just like to watch you, Joe, because you like don't know what to do with them. Or, they're like,
so other
oh,
people
it's so
have noticed
funny.
you're like,
I don't
weird
feel
with
that way
animals.
about myself, though. It's just some
But
dogs
when
I
everyone's
like to
telling you
engage
that-
with and some I don't.
Yeah.
Why don't you like to engage with my dog? Look at him. He's laying on my foot.
He is a very sweet
And see,
dog.
I feel like I engage with him
He's
enough.
on the good list dog.
Thank you. I really appreciate
Good
that.
dog
Like,
list.
what would I have to
You're
do?
on the bad dog list, Joe.
I'm
You're a bad little dog, aren't you?
You're in the dog house.
You're a naughty little dog. I'm going to stick your face in it.
What do
You're
I
a
have
little-
to
I'm gonna
do?
rub
I
your
pet
face
your
in it.
dog. I greet your dog. I rub your dog.
Not really.
Joe's face right now.
I honestly feel like I give Laura's dog a decent amount of attention. There are dogs at work that I don't really engage with. But then I got to Googling and I wanted to know, why do people like petting dogs?
You are such a
What?
robot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
He's
I will
how
sit
does
down
a
and
human
Google, why do people like dogs?
I did feel weird doing that because I'm like, it's probably not even. But it turns out like no one asks this question because every search result was like, why do dogs like to be petted?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
This is going
that's
to
a
be
completely different
evidence in the
sentence
trial,
because
in the
I
murder
think it's
trial.
obvious why a dog likes to be petted. You know,
Okay.
it feels good. You're scratching. You're like massaging a dog.
So
Of
did
course,
you find the answer?
But I think my question's much more interesting.
Okay, but it's not because everyone knows why. Because it's just nice. Because you like to show
'Cause the
affection
dogs
to
are
a really
cute.
cute dog.
See, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
You just like to touch a thing.
That's
I don't
cute.
know. Like, what other things are
Are
you
you
touching?
an alien trying to be a human?
Sometimes I wonder
Why
that.
do we pet dogs?
No, but I did. Well, it did say for like some results came up. I really had to dig though.
Yeah.
Because all of them were like, "Why do dogs like to be scratched behind the ears?" I'm like,
But
"Because
can't you
they're
just
itchy.
see,
They
like-
have itchy ears.
Can't
They
you just see it as murder trial though? The prosecution pulling up your Google search history, and they're like, on August 31st, he asked, "Why do people like to pet dogs?" And jury's like, guilty.
I agree that that's weird, but I also think it's weird that that's not a thing that more people would be curious about.
Yeah.
But it basically said that dogs are calming. I mean, it didn't fully answer the question, but you are drawn to a dog's head. You want to like.
But I also have you also ever seen like a pit bull? It immediately knew, even though I think that dog is probably friendly, I don't want to go anywhere near it because it might be mean.
"Yeah, all the time."
And then have you seen the new Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Where the dog
I didn't see it.
at the end, the dog I
the
don't
dog.
Well, I mean,
Pulls a
For the
gun.
listeners.
Yeah, the dog pulls a
When the
gun.
dog-
He's like,
he's
put
like,
your hands up. Yeah. Put your dukes up.
I'll use this thing. No, I don't really. I'm not like afraid of certain types of dogs. I guess what breed? I was going to say species, but certain breeds of dog. Because I don't know what a type of dog is really. You know what I mean? Like I'm
What are
like
you
I don't know
saying
what
right
that
now?
breed is. A lot of them look the same. They're sort of like, oh, that one's got spots. So
That one's
what is that? A
spotty.
Dalmatian?
That's a Dalmatian.
sounds like it. What you
What is
described.
Dalmatian. Love
That's
a Dalmatian.
That one's kind of short. That's a Chihuahua.
Are you done now?
That's the two types. And like
I love
a
this
husky.
segment. I love
There's
this
a-
segment that's Joe trying to identify breeds of dogs.
I know husky.
just by what they look like.
While we're on the
I
subject
know
of
golden
dogs,
retriever.
in a previous episode, said that was saying, instead of dachshund, I was saying dachshund. And we had a little riff on that. And I got a text message from someone who said that it actually is Dachshund.
No.
That it's from the German Dachshund.
Dachshund.
And that saying Dachshund is some American bullshit.
Well, I'm sorry. We're in that country.
I'm just saying.
That's
so I was
what we
kind
say.
Of right. I was kind of right.
I think I have heard people say Dachshund.
I mean, that's how it's spelled.
I
That's
think
all
if you say it with a German
okay,
sort of
so if
flair,
I say like Dachshund, I can say it that way.
yeah.
Okay.
It's
Like if they're like, oh,
it's
she
like
grew
I'm
up
going
in Germany.
to San Antonio.
Yeah.
I have a
Oh my
beautiful
God, is
Dachshund.
Beto here
Yes, the authentic
from the Juarez Valley?
El Paso.
El Paso.
Donde?
Why did you move the way you just moved your mouth? It was like, well,
I am
It's
so
a sensual
Joe
language.
makes me laugh so much, and
I
it's
do.
just your goofy. It's so funny.
I do think
it's nice because it goes two different ways.
Yeah.
Some people they find it really
They
funny.
find
Other
it-
people
some
find
people-
it unnerving
Very
and
off-putting.
agitating.
I could see where it would be very.
You know, you've just flip flopped on the issue.
I can see how it would.
I
annoy
think
the
it's
fuck
funny,
out of
but I
people.
can see how most people would say no
I mean,
thanks.
have you ever just seen somebody and you're like, wow, they are the eye of the hurricane, and the hurricane's just going. Like, I love I sometimes think about comedians like Nate Bargatze. He's like the everyman, and he's just watching the chaos around him in the world. And I think you have a bit of that to me, which is
Interesting.
just like you have this goofy kind of
Well, kind of like an alien.
Yeah,
I
right?
do
kind
think,
of
yeah,
like
a little bit
taking
of an
it in.
alien because I don't understand things that are maybe commonplace in this
Yeah,
world.
like just human emotions and things like that.
I think that's pretty common in white males.
that's true.
Whiteman.
White men.
White, cisgendered, heterosexual males. Mm-hmm. Must be nice.
Yeah.
Do you think that's nice?
Well, I mean, you get everything you want, and
Yeah, you can tell from my
your
apartment.
pit stained ass shirt, your socks, your dirty socks.
Why is this? It's not even a roast
Your
because
sports
roasts
hat.
are funny. This is just abuse.
Get out of here with your sports hat.
Yeah, I
Get out
feel
with
so
your fucking
privileged
Cubs
right now.
bullshit.
Take your gay ass sports hat.
You shit ass team, get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
This is, you know what? This is opening my eyes to the oppression others have seen.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
I'm
that
now
was our
in the
point.
exact same
That
category.
was our point, and I'm glad that you.
Oh, you turned your
see
glass
that.
on.
I did.
That's so powerful. Oh, it's your Wonder Woman glass.
Oh, you turn. I just thought it was the light from the sun.
Does all different things.
That's so great.
It's another visual thing. So
Yep, love to do things like that on the podcast. Well, he does a lot of times. He'll be like blinking his hands around. I'm like, no
To
one
be
can
fair,
say that.
Joe did spend 5 minutes explaining what dogs look like.
I can go deeper. I'd love to go deeper. So the gay categories. Now there's.
Oh yeah, we got to go back to
Yeah,
that.
polar bears.
I don't
We
know.
don't have to. I was just making a joke.
Yeah,
But
there's like cubs as a subset, polar bears, panda bears. Is that question
PC?
PC? Maybe not.
oh, I see what it might mean.
One category, bipolar bears.
Oh, that's
bears
fun.
that are bipolar. That's not a subcategory.
Is it
but I
like-
think it'd be fun wordplay.
Yeah, like polar bears for polar bears.
Bipolar bears, for polar bears.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
That'd be a good T-shirt.
That'd be great.
Be very
I was also. I don't know if this is one, but honey bears. I feel like are golden bears.
I feel like
Maybe I'd
you
be
could-
like a
if-
honey
Or they're
bear.
maybe
always
be a
got their
honey bear.
hand in like a little jar,
Honey
like trying to get a
jar.
snack.
Oh, and they can't get it out
Yeah,
like that.
and they're
in
like,
the poo
"Oh,
episode.
But
yeah.
they're fisting.
They're fisting. Oh, that could be it.
That's
It's
trap. I can't
it's a
get my
bear
head
who's
out of that.
blondish and likes to fist
Yeah.
people. That would
And
be great.
it's stuck in
Yeah.
another man's
But yeah,
cavity.
sure.
Anal cavity, that is.
Yep. Thanks. Thanks.
This is educational
It's educational.
for everyone.
There are
Mm-hmm.
more bears, I'm sure.
Is there like a brown bear?
I mean, I think like
Come on.
brown bear and black bear, but I don't know if I can say any of these things.
But if that's a category,
I think it's a cat, but I mean, I don't know if it's good.
If it's
for
an
the
okay
gays to have
category.
that is a category.
Yeah.
Well, there's not really. There's not. I mean, that's the thing. People assume, oh, there's going to be like a handbook.
yeah.
There's you have to
no
figure it out
handbook.
as you go.
You're in the Wild West.
You're in the Wild West.
Yeah, it sounds like you're.
Homosexuality.
Well, yeah.
Well, and aren't we all really? Because there's not really instructions when you get in there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, so
You're just like, I don't know.
you're like, what's this?
What's that?
Yeah.
Joe, are you confused?
I think he's
I'm
still
just confused
learning a
most
little.
of my
Not
time
just
around.
about sexuality, but just in the
I'm
world.
just like, what is this?
Why do we pet dogs?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you really think about it, it doesn't make sense.
It does, though. The fact that it doesn't make sense that you don't get it. It's like one of those things you don't have to explain. Like, why do people want to smell a flower? Why do people...
That's a good example. Why would you? You're going around sniffing? That's weird.
You're weird.
I go to the candle aisle at Walmart.
Do you?
Oh, I whiff those things because you kind of know what you're going to get.
But why? So
it's
why?
fun because you're like comparing. Oh, is that a campfire?
It's
Is
not.
that a fresh linen?
I love
You do one.
sniffing. Oh, is that carrot cake? Oh, my favorite.
That was a very deep inhalation.
Yeah, too deep.
They're so good though. They smell good. You want to eat them. That's the weird thing.
Is that what is?
Did we all get high before we did this?
I lost my train of thought.
We just inhaled.
I stopped smelling all the candles. That sounds so sad.
This
but
sounds
is
like the
sad.
beginning of a stand-up.
I stopped smelling all the candles. Is it an Elton
Get your-
John?
Well,
Piano-
no, it sounds like the beginning of
piano
a
teacher.
joke, like
Yeah.
a stand-up joke. They're like, oh, so guys, I've stopped smelling candles, you know?
I stopped smelling candles. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That would get a laugh,
Is that
and that's
good?
just the
I
setup.
stopped smelling candles. Yeah, I'd be doubled over
Yeah.
at
That's
that.
a
You know?
big list. I stopped smelling candles.
You did what?
That's relatable, but
Yeah.
not fully.
But why?
Yeah.
And then they tell you.
But I did stop smelling candles and a lot of things because I don't like overly scented. Like it fucks with my allergies.
So you wouldn't smell a flower, certainly. You would avoid that.
I would maybe but
No.
I would maybe do that because that's the real thing, but I wouldn't want to smell a candle that
I
smells
think
like
that's
going
to really give your allergies.
Ain't nothing like the real
yeah.
thing, you know? Ain't nothing like
But
it.
there is something
Baby.
even like overly scented soaps and shampoos. It's just like I'm like so tired of
I
it.
could tell that about you because how you smelled when you came in. You know what I
Really?
mean? Like
What
you
do you
just
smell like?
Did I smell bad?
just like smells bad. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
I will say I didn't have deodorant for several days, so I was worried first.
You didn't have deodorant?
Yeah, I like
Multiple
forgot
days?
it when I flew here, and I just got it yesterday. So
Holy shit. I couldn't go like 30 minutes without a coat.
You know, I showered every morning except today's an exception, and then I swam in Barton's or Deep Eddy, which isn't better, but it's like.
But it is hot, though. You're right. I mean, that's deodorant. I think
real
is a must
tricky.
in
Yeah.
The Austin, Texas
in
climate.
the Austin. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, look at your notebook from the amount of
It's
sweat
so
that you
gross.
put onto it
that was so gross.
Yeah, smell your notebook. I dare
Yeah,
you.
smell your
I
notebook.
fucking dare you, dude.
because that's going
I
to
wanna
really
do that.
activate
Dude, I
your
dare you to
allergies.
I dare you to
don't
smell that.
smell your notebook. What is
You
that?
smell your notebook, man.
I'll do it right now.
Yeah, do it. Give it a big, because I know
Sniff
how
into
hard
the-
you
yeah.
can sniff.
Right on that
Oh,
wet
yeah.
edge.
Oh, hell yeah. He's doing
Yeah.
it. He's doing Oh, he did both sides.
What would
It doesn't
that
smell
What would
bad.
that candle
I
be
wanted
called?
The worst side.
Does it smell
This
like,
is the grosser side.
Oh,
It doesn't smell that bad.
What would the candle be called?
Old paper.
Parchment.
we
they
could,
call
you
we
wanna
it.
could
smell my
spruce that
notebook?
up. All right.
You got to smell it now.
Yeah, it's not like a human. It is more of a paper.
It's
a
old paper.
It's a stationary store.
I mean, now I'm
Laura,
curious
you
about
might
it.
as
I just
well.
feel like I ought to go for it.
This-
I'm going to go like this.
Oh, she's doing it across the top. Oh, and back.
I like it. It
It's
smells
actually not a
like
bad smell.
a thrift store, maybe that has books.
Oh, yeah, a
kinda
little
maybe-
thrifty. Yeah,
Or an
definitely.
old
there's-
library a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, old library.
Oh, there's a little.
There's a little must in
found the
there.
corner.
Little musk.
Yeah.
I found some on the corner. This is truly disgusting.
I think
Oh,
this
this is as tame as we've been. I feel like.
we do this every episode.
Yeah, we're
Smell
like
objects.
we smell things. We usually stick our fingers in our pants and then
Nice.
pass it around.
Ooh.
Well,
Yeah.
this one's no
That's why
exception.
I use scented soaps, so it's great for me.
Well, I don't. I got this like dish soap that was lavender scented, and it was like I'm like, why would I want my dishes to smell like lavender? And then because then it like
Yeah.
affects the food, like the
That's
way
what
the
you
food
would think.
tastes.
Yeah, I have grapefruit dish soap, and yeah, same
And
thing.
that's
It's a
something you
little
eat,
weird.
though.
I
Yeah,
don't love it.
I forgot what I was going to say. So,
That's great. Appreciate it. We're supposed to promote things. I think we should start doing a thing at the end, like on Comedy Bang Bang, where we'd say, what do you want to promote at the end? So we don't have to weave it in. You've got your podcast.
Yeah. Roommates for Life.
Roommates
Check that
for
out.
Life.
And it's spelled wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's roommates I think that's spelled correctly. ROOMMATES.
Okay.
And then it's
Wouldn't know.
the number 4, like the numeral
See?
4.
First
4. And is
Not
life
Roman, but like
is
just
life with
regular.
a Y or
and life is LYFE.
Okay.
So you're
really
never
went
going to
for
find it. You're never going to find
You got to
Yeah.
search for MK.
MK Paulsen.
Google.
Follow me
MK
on
Paulsen.
Instagram at MK Paulsen, and then it's linked in the thing.
And it's also at MK Paulsen Otter Polar Bear
Otter
underscore
Polar Bear. You oughter know better.
Brown Bear underscore Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
So
Backslash
simple.
bottom.
Yeah.
Backslash very busy top. I'm
Very busy
no.
top. Oh, really? Good for you.
Well,
was that a joke then?
No, it wasn't. I
Oh.
mean, I am.
Good for you. That's good for you. I feel like,
Well, I don't think I'm. No, this is this is a conversation for a different pod. No, it's not. We're gonna.
no,
do it
this
now.
is definitely a
I don't
conversation
think-
for this podcast.
I was like, I don't know. I don't for like. So why is this so hard for me to talk about?
This is good.
Like
This
on
is
a first
therapy.
date or like getting to know somebody,
Mm-hmm.
I probably wouldn't want a bottom. But then like once I was in a
Yeah.
like relationship, I'm like, yeah, we're flip flopping. Like
I have so many gay friends that it's like not fair, the situation.
right.
Because everybody wants to stick their dick in something, okay?
Yeah.
Everybody. It doesn't matter, top, bottom, whatever. Everybody wants to stick their dick in something.
Somebody
okay?
we're sticking it.
So
That's
come
what
on,
unites us
you know.
all
And then
is
there's some people who just
people
won't
with
allow
dicks.
it. That's frustrating. I wish I had a dick to stick in something. I
You can get a
would
detachable
love.
one.
I know, but ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. You know,
I heard it here first.
you heard it here first.
Heavy friendly.
We can't promote your shows that you're playing here because this won't be out yet. But
But LA.
When
you
is
got
it- when
anything
is this
coming up in
out?
LA?
I do have. So I have a weekly show in Los Angeles called Golden Hour, and it's every Sunday night. We work really hard at it. It's in a parking lot.
What?
Okay.
But we build a stage every week. It's in like this. Well, I say it's a parking lot. There's a coffee shop and they have what's called the Art Yard, and they have all this really cool like street art and graffiti art and mural art all over the walls. And then we build a stage in front of it every week. And we put chairs up and we grill hot dogs. And this goes back to the hot
wow.
dog song
Wow.
because I was like, Joe, maybe you should send me that song so I could play it at my show.
Oof.
But then you talked about there being hair in the food, and I was like, well, I don't
Yeah,
know. if
that's
that's the
bad.
message
Yeah,
we want to
it's
send.
not.
Because the
Golden
Oscar
Hour.
Mayer people were interested. They said, "Ooh, hot dog."
Really?
And then they
You got some
heard it.
connects over at Oscar Mayer.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
do.
he's real into deli meats. This guy.
The Wienermobile is right outside.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Joke
You-
rolled up
you-
today.
well, that's-
That would be funny to me.
Oh, that would be funny if I never mentioned it until like casually at the end. Like,
Yeah.
I drove up the Wienermobile.
Oh, Joe's here.
I'm gonna play us out with the hot dog song. I think.
Yo,
I'm gonna find
perfect.
it and I'm gonna play it out.
If
It's
I
playing
were
right
at us,
now.
Should we just sing it and you can?
Yeah, tell us how it goes. Start it off, and then I'll pop it right in
I'm
right
all
here.
right. I think it's
I think
great.
it just starts. If I were an Oscar Mayer
That's it.
wiener.
That's the official song. His hot
Everyone
dog
would
song's
be
a lot
in love
different.
with
It's
me.
kind of the same. Though.
Thank you guys so much for listening to Heavy Friending.
Thank you for being on the show, MK.
Thank you for having me. I love you guys a lot.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's been our time with him.
Do you end your
Nice.
podcast like that?
No, we end our podcast by saying "I love you."
Oh my God, that's perfect. Okay,
okay.
because I've been trying to get him to say "I love you" to me.
Do you not say "I love you"?
No, he won't say it to me. He won't say it to me. And
Will
we've
you
been
say it
trying
to
to
me,
really.
Yeah, I will. I'll say it to MK.
You are such a fucker.
What? I love you.
You are a little
He
shit,
looked
man.
at me when he said
I had to make sure I was looking at MK.
I was walking along on the side of the street. There was a man,
I thought I'd like to meet now.
he was a guy, he was a man. He looked to be the
Owner of a hot dog stand now.
I went up to him, ordered number one. He gave it to me, he gave it on a hot dog bun now. I took a bite, it tasted good, just like
it should.
I looked at it, I got a scare. On my hot dog was a hot got guy's nasty hair.
Ew.
What should I do? What should I say? I don't know what to do. I'll admit I'm afraid. It was left by a geezer.
Why don't you use your tweezers?
Thanks! I pulled out the hair, conquered my fear. It's a good thing I have a backup singer near. Thank you, backup singer, you are my friend. Unfortunately, this is the end.